All right, welcome back, everyone. Good to see you here, still strong and steady. What we're going to do on this video is go through the 3 steps process that I use to make this $5,000 in 30 days. This is going to be a bit longer. It's going to deep dive into all these 3 steps. All right, so let's go. So step 1, we need to optimize your Facebook profile. And why is this really important? Because think of it this way. Your profile is like your storefront. It is your sales funnel to bring people into your ecosystem. It is your personal brand. And this is where people come in and see what you are and what you do, right? It's the first impression when people look at it. A quick story. So as you know, I've been traveling and I decided to base myself in Malaysia for the next couple of months. And I was going around trying to look for real estate, trying to look for places to rent. In Malaysia, they like to use Facebook too to advertise their places to rent. So I was talking to some of these agents, and this agent just sent my profile to the homeowner, and the homeowner looked through my profile and he liked it straight away. And he wanted me as a renter because I have a good profile. And so he liked me based on first impression of my profile. Now, to optimize your Facebook profile, it has a couple of different components to it. First, you can see here, it's your Facebook banner, right? Just remember, this is your sales funnel. So it works like a sales funnel. I will explain the steps a bit later on. And then comes your profile picture here. And then you have your intro right at the bottom right here. So these 3 components are very, very important. So now let's deep dive into why your Facebook banner needs to be on point. And why is it really, really important? Now, your Facebook banner, it's very important because this is your only chance to be seen. People will go through your profile and see what and who and what you do and what. It's like someone stepping into a store. Like, this is the first thing that they see. If it's presentable, they will come. You get better quality customers. If the profile has nothing to it, it's low quality in pictures and they want to talk to you, you find it a bit shady. I'm not sure about you. I mean, I find that too. So now with this banner, I put down a couple of things that you need to take note of, which is pretty important, because with your profile or Facebook these days, it's where you can build the know, like, and trust with your customers or your leads or your audience. So for example, your image, of course, you want a nice professional smiling image. You don't want a grumpy looking one or sad looking one, right? So first of all, we need a name or your brand. So in this case, I use my name as my brand. The next thing we need to look at is we need to have a line that speaks to your audience. And in this case, I want to speak to the people who want to start an online business. And if you can have the key message simple and clear to the audience, don't need to be too fancy with the words. Straightforward is much better. And number 3 is your image. As I said, Facebook is for you to build the like, know, and trust with your audience. So have a nice smiley face, professional, make it a bit clearer. And also the next one, number 4, is the key takeaway or the key takeout. What's the result I'm going to give them? Over here, I talk about the $1,000 commission online, making their first $1,000 commission online. And the next, we have number 5, which is a CTA, a call to action button, where they can click on the image itself. And this will bring them to the next page where we have a little bit more information about what we are offering. And that I will share with you in the next slide. So number 6, number 8, and number 9 is called visual cues in the advertising industry. So this will trigger some mood and feel for the people looking at your banner. So for example, number 6, you can see I got a sort of a beach resort on the background. So that creates that subconscious signal for them that this is sort of tied to freedom. And then number 7 is a sub-message on what I want to tell my audience that I'm going to deliver without text sales or any paid ads. That's what I was telling my audience. And number 8 is, again, visual. Because dark blue, I'm using dark blue because it represents knowledge, power, integrity. And number 9, which is the gold, it gives it a little more premium feel to it. And now I know a lot of you will be asking whether you can do this on Canva. Yes, you can do this on Canva. I've done it on Canva. But if you have like $10 to $20 to spare, go on Fiverr and get somebody to do it properly for you. All you have to do is just come up with the messaging, and then you can provide them with the messaging and they can create something like that for you. So on this slide, I want to emphasize that. So on this slide is where you click on the banner with the CTA button. This is what will happen. It will take you to a page where I have a description and you can see all the comments for that banner. And if you can see, one, I want you to take notice, I put my link right there, which means people can click on that link either for you to capture their emails or send them to a free training, send them to a Facebook group, or straight away to your offer. And if you look at the bottom highlighted box, again, I have a little message and my link there. And you can see the 3 places I'm talking about the same thing. So consistency, guys, it's key. Make sure your messaging is correct throughout your whole funnel or your whole Facebook profile bio at least. And you can see at the bottom here, I've got another link. So I have 3 places to place my link. So now these are very, very important key things to take notice of on your Facebook bio or Facebook profile. Because this, like I said before, is your first impression when people come in, and this is a place where they see what you're doing, what you're offering. So they will know, and then they can scroll through all your posts and then see what kind of posts you're posting, sort of they will know a little bit more because you've got your pictures there and all that stuff. I pointed out 2 really important things to have on your Facebook profile, which is the consistency in the messaging and the opportunity for link placement. This is really important because this is the first opportunity somebody will come and see and have the first impression of you. In Facebook, you need to have 3 things. You need to build that know factor, the like factor, and the trust factor. And because this is the online world, and we are not actually meeting people face to face, so the first thing you want people to know is who you are. So after they know you, they will begin to like you based on what content you put out. So this will be based on the videos you have, your posts you write. And once they get to know you better on what you write, they'll begin to trust you. Like they think you're giving them enough value, you're motivated, you know what you're talking about. So once you build that trust factor, you can essentially recommend them anything that you think is good for them or right for them. They will trust you a little bit more. Like if I go to someone and they just come and try to pitch me, there's no like and trust factor at all. I will not even talk to you much because I don't even know you through anything that you put online. Because if you don't put anything online, I will not know you. And I will not trust you what you're pitching. So writing posts and creating content is very important because that will be the know factor between you and your audience, with them getting to know you. So here you can see that I'm a bit of a fitness guy. I've gone from a bit chubby looking to a bit leaner. And you can see the next post here. I love to do boxing. That's how I actually cut my weight down. And here is a result post where I earned a high ticket commission. And at the bottom here, you can see I You know that I quit my job and started traveling for the past 6 months. And here I give a bit of a value post for everyone to learn stuff. And if you do not know what to write, don't worry. I have a content strategy that I use. It's all here. So these are the content strategy that I follow that you can use. So for example, Monday, we can use motivational quotes, or you can ask your audience a question, give some quick tips, or you can call out a post. On Tuesday, you can do some recommendation to some, maybe a book that you're reading, or you can do a story post or a value post. So you can see I did a value post here. And then on Wednesday, you can write something about your current struggles, what you're struggling with, or life lessons that you've learned, or your win or your losses. All right. And on Thursday, you can have a throwback, talk about what happened in the past, have an old picture up, borrow some authority, just mention some name that you learn something from on that day, or some product advice, maybe a camera that you're using or a light ring that you're using to do your videos. On a Friday, you can have a testimonial post from your current testimonial bank or a win post. And on Saturday, to keep it a little bit simple, we do a lifestyle post or some life lesson post. And on Sunday, you can take a break or you can do another lifestyle post if you want. This is to create that like factor, the know factor, and the trust factor between you and your audience. It is very important that you keep with this. I've been doing this for a while now. You can scroll through my profile and see how much post I'm posting. Only pretty much recently, I've started back on doing written posts because for me, I think I need to practice copywriting. Copywriting is really key to a lot of things that you need to do out there in terms of communicating with the audience using written words. So you can see, for example, I have a couple of posts here. So this is a story post where I tell my story on my experience in the Muay Thai camp. And here I have the result of win post, where I talk about my fitness journey going from this chubby fella to this a bit leaner fella over here, still not as where I want to be, but slowly getting there. And on the top here, on the right-hand side, is a result post, win post again. And this shows my high ticket commission. And at the bottom here on the right is a story post where I tell you the story of how I left my 9 to 5 and bought a one-way ticket, hop on the plane, and flew off to Asia. And I've been in Asia for the past 6 months and loving every bit of it. So basically, you can choose one of these during the week and talk about anything that you have learned, your past experiences, what you want to do, where you want to go. So when I think about how to write posts, usually you need to be like a storyteller, which means I would like to tell a little bit of a story and then give a bit of key takeaways from that story. So with this, you are actually creating your Facebook profile to show everybody all about you. And with that, you can have testimonials to all your pages too, right? These are all the testimonials I have, which is really important because it gives another trust factor from where you were with nothing until because you help all these people, that's good testimonial. So that trust factor goes up a little bit more. So I have covered how to optimize your Facebook profile. Now we talk a little bit about how to drive traffic. So to drive traffic, the key is to use Reels. Short form content is really, really powerful. Videos are really powerful at the moment because think of it this way, 80% of the population or 90%, even 95%, I'm not sure, of the population are using a smartphone and are watching videos all the time. Just go out and have a look at what people are doing. They are mainly watching videos. So creating these videos bring in new eyeballs, new audience into your Facebook, where then you can nurture them with the content you put up, right? They come in and see your profile, and then they decided to follow you, and they read through all your posts, and that create that trust factor. And they sometimes You never know, they might reach out to you on DM suddenly. That's what happened to me. So what I do these days is create that 5 to 15 seconds short clips, usually doing anything to do with making money online, because that's my audience, or motivational. And also the key is posting 3 videos a day. I started with 3 videos a day, and that 3 videos took me 21 days to get my first high ticket. Blew my mind, right? And of course, you need to start engaging with other accounts. Especially you can use Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, but I do not want to complicate you on these first. I will do another training video on how to make reels, but that's really good. But look at, just for example, this is just my Facebook page, and you can see those views on the reels that I pushed onto Instagram, and then Instagram, which is linked to my Facebook, it'll just publish up on my Facebook. So I'm sort of have two different platforms at the go, which is what you want to do, but optimize your Facebook page first. All right, and then you can see this is one of my viral videos where I gain a lot of leads from this video. You can see I have like 322,000 views with over 1,000, nearly 2,000 comments asking for more info. So this is the key to finding really hot leads, is getting into the Facebook groups, because these Facebook groups where you can find all your audience that are hanging out. So for example, I'm in digital marketing, I would type in the search bar digital marketing, and all these different digital marketing group has popped out. Or I can type in affiliate marketing, and then I would go into all the affiliate marketing group, because there's all the audience that I have that I want to promote to or want to talk to. So for example, if you are a coach and you're doing fitness, you go into all the health group and maybe engage with the people there. And getting into private groups or paid groups will be the best chance of getting more quality leads, because those free groups, they're great, but you get a lot of scammers or people who wants to pitch you or sell you something. Because going into these paid or private groups, people already paid money or paid something for program to get in there, and they're looking for answers. So go in there and start creating as much value or answering questions if you can. So for example, I started with ClickFunnels or One Funnel Away challenge. So I was in ClickFunnels, and I was just giving a lot of tips or helping people, answering questions, and that would create that like, know, and trust factor, because you're giving them value. So for example, you can see here, you hop in a group, you read all through all the different posts. So here you can see this lady has been in the training for a while now. They set up a funnel a month ago, but now has a couple of questions about the email. So you can answer that and you can help her, right? And here you can see somebody has been setting up the funnels for nearly 2 weeks, has been promoting, but not much clicks. They ask why they do differently or more, what do they need? So you can give them your way of doing things or what you have learned, and give them the value that you've learned. Add as much value as possible in these groups, because that's where you're going to build your know factor, your like factor, and trust factor. And then people start to get to know you, because you've been answering a lot of posts. People can see your name pops up all the time. And that's where they come into your Facebook profile and check you out. And then they can add you as friends, or you can add them as friends. And that's where you start the conversation. Using this Facebook group, you can add friends. So if you can add friends every day, which is something that I do, I'm still adding friends every day, at least 20 friends to 30 friends a day, to bring people into new eyeballs into my ecosystem. And under those paid groups, if you go under members, that's where you can add friends and find those people who have just joined, because they are the hottest leads that's possible, the people who just hopped on to the new onto that Facebook group. So now that we have created all these traffic to bring people into your ecosystem. Now it's all about building relationship through messengers or DMs. So this will be step 3 of this whole strategy, the last step, where you build relationship. A lot of people ask me, how do we actually build relationship on Messenger? By typing, because I'm an introvert, I don't really know how to type or how to talk. In terms of building relationships through Messenger, there's no correct script out there. How you communicate in real life, treat this like a real life situation or face-to-face situation. So if, for example, you meet somebody at the coffee shop through a networking session or something, how are you going to start talking to them, right? Or how are you going to communicate with them? So if, for example, let's have a look at some of my example right here. In this first part, I spoke to some guy, and he friend requested me. So I said, thanks for connecting, what you're doing, and because I see that he's trying to promote something. I see you're working from home too. She says yes. So I dive deeper in the conversation. But this has been one of my customer, and he has bought from me nearly twice now. I just have a good relationship. I built a relationship with him. I helped him out, and now he's one of my good friend. And the next person also tried to pitch me something, but I was nice. Hey, Alex, how you doing? I'm a fellow marketer. I asked, how's your journey too? And then he tried to pitch me. And then after that, I looked at his profile, and I told him I can help him with optimizing his Facebook profile, which I did. I hopped on a call with him, and I genuinely helped him because I have genuine intentions, really wanting to understand people's struggles or what they need me to help them with to continue their journey. I really need to know that. And this guy here, I answered one of his question on one of the group chat, and he messaged me. He says it meant a lot to him. You no clue how much this has helped me. So I did create another relationship right there just by giving value and helping him. And the last one also DM me for some help in terms of getting her videos done. And you can see it says I've been extremely helpful and kind and supportive and appreciate what I do for her. So I have genuine intention, always have genuine intention. But if you come across somebody who comes in and like this guy, I've started a 6-week program last week. Most probably they're trying to pitch. So you never want to come across as spammy, because until today, I still get people adding me as friends and trying to pitch me straight away after they DM me. And I do feel sorry for them, because one, I look at their profile, it says nothing, and then suddenly they want to pitch me. And like, what a waste of time trying to do all this cold messaging. Sometimes I try to help them, and I said, this is how your system works. Maybe you need to look at it if I can help you out with this. And usually they just disappear. It's really funny. End of the day, this is really important to create that relationship between you and your audience, so they will trust, know, and like you. So once we have developed that relationship, you got that know factor, the trust factor, and the like factor, then you go in and start talking to them, and you discover their challenges, their struggles. So essentially what you want to do is know them, know your prospect more, know your audience more, so that you can identify what they want, what the challenges they have, and then you can do your recommendation to him, right? That's why we say help first, ask later, or maybe not ask at all. So look at some example that I have. In this first one, I've introduced her to a new software, and she was extremely happy in what it can help her to do, right? I solved a problem. I knew what she was struggling with, and she was really happy with the software I've introduced to her. I didn't even close her. She just automatically bought it through me. And in the second one, hey brother, hope you've been well. Been seeing your recent posts online about online business. I'm interested. Can we share or can we chat? I created the relationship with the like, know, and trust using my post. my videos, and he just messaged me and wanted to talk about it, and he jumped on the call straight away, and we had a chat, and I closed him. I didn't even close him. He just was ready to sign up straight up. And then here we have the next guy here. He was following me for nearly 2 years before he actually bought something off me, and I was so happy that he came on board, and I worked together with him, and he's been my good friend since then, right? And the last person came in, I didn't even know anything. All he messaged me was, hey, I clicked your link and watched the video, and actually he's already bought. And this guy, because I did a video training on how to make videos, he asked me some question, and he went through my profile and he just clicked the link. It's amazing what happens behind the scenes. So now we have gone through all the overall strategy. Step 1, optimize your Facebook profile. Step 2, drive traffic by posting and creating reels, and also getting into Facebook groups to give more value and add friends in there. Once you have that, you can create relationship with them, and then you can close the sale, which is the step 3. So now we have covered the overall strategy on the 3-step process. Step 1, optimizing your Facebook profile, making sure your Facebook banner is there, your links are there, your messaging are clear. And after that, step 2, you start to drive traffic using your post in your Facebook profile, creating reels to bring in more new eyeballs, and going into groups by giving value in those groups and adding friends in those groups. Always be adding friends, 20 to 30 a day. Some people are doing 60 if you got time. And once you create that know, like, and trust factor, you can create a relationship with your audience. And once you create that relationship, you can go into the Messenger or Zoom call to close a sale and help them to recommend something that will help them with their challenges or struggles. So here we can see the overall picture of how everything flows. So as we can see here, this is step 1 in the middle right here, your Facebook profile, where it's your storefront. First of all, drive traffic through all your Facebook groups, adding friends, getting them to see your profile, and then, or you can make short form videos or reels videos, and that will bring new eyeballs, and those new people will come and check you out. And also writing posts that will drive more traffic to your profile. And once they look at all the posts in your profile, you can hop on a Zoom call or hop on a DM or Messenger. Right? After they either see your profile or look at your posts, they get to know you a little bit more, they get to like you a little bit more, and then they trust you to hop on these Messenger or Zoom call. And that's where you get your high ticket commission once you find out what to recommend them and how to help them with what their challenges are. And this will bring us to secret number 5. Do not sell. Help as best as you can, because this is key. Because once you give value, people trust you a little bit more. And whatever you recommend, they're going to trust you. So if, let's say, you go to see a doctor, if they're recommending you what to take for your health. So if you go to a dodgy doctor and they did a bad job, you won't go back to them. If they look a bit shady, you don't even want to go in to their practice. Same thing as this. So just remember, do not sell, help as much as you can. I think it was Gary Vee was saying, give, then you can take. Right? Then also there's another quote, the more you give, the more you receive. So it is the same principle. You just got to give value, just give what you learn, help people out in this world. We need people to help everyone. Everybody serve everybody. Okay, so this concludes our secret number 5 training video, right? If you can nail this one, the next video is going to be extra for you, for the a little bit more advanced. It's for you. Once you nail this one, you can add that to make more sales. So I'll see you in the next video. Let's go.